just about to get underway. Towing the slab in today's game, Matthew Liberator. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Line drive, caught. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Line drive. Scott brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Popped up. Donovan settles under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And on the mound in this one, Paul Skeens. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
That one finds the zone, and it's 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Hitter right here, the strikeout is not automatic.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Hayes to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Donovan off of first with 2 away.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one off the mark. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting fifth, designated hitter.
First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Wilson Contreras. strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in St. Louis, here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Walker makes the grab, one down. Now it's Alexander Canario. Curve in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Two gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Two down, bases empty. Matt Gorski now at the plate, and a fastball misses outside for a ball, and that's ball two. To third, and it goes. And a 2-2. And that one is inside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws the first, and that will end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses. The count now 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Second inning here, no score. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Jordan Walker will hit next. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 3-1. Two outs. And that is out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now the shortstop, Jared Triolo. That's a strike. That one 95 to finish him off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Second baseman, Liover Pagero.
So up next, Liover Pagero. One down, base is empty. And that one clips the corner. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the lineup flips over. Now at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. That's inside, and it's 2-1. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He's safe.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next to hit, Brian Reynolds. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And this is inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner on first. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Reynolds back in on a dive. Runner takes off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman,
Now batting Brian Hayes. 2 on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. That's out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground, Gorski takes it himself. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Lars
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that misses. And the count is 3-1. Fouled off left side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And he grounds one to the right side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alexander Canario. In the air, right field. Walker gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting the first baseman, Matt
So next
Gorski.
to the plate for Pittsburgh, Matt Gorski. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're on top 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Breaking ball inside, and a count 2-1. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
This one in the air. Hayes makes the catch, and there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one is lifted in the air. McCutchen sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering is outside. 2 out, space is empty. And foul ball. That one to first. Gorski steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Redbirds down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. Just missed. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Careful.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberatore departs, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, Sonny Gray.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So the batting order turns over. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Ryan Reynolds here.
Now batting, designated hitter Ryan Reynolds.
Man at first, one away. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That one misses. 2-2. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero up and throwing. Palante, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Get out of town. A gigantic blast. His second homer of this series, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's McCutchen. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Pirates,
Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Two down, nobody on. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Alec Burleson.
Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And they'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Left field, Canario under it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, right side. McCutchen after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Alexander Canario. And a big swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. JoJo Romero up and loosening in the pen. Palante getting loose as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 5 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Victor Scott. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. In the air, left field. Canario hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit.
Lars Nootbaar.
Pitch misses, and the count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Two outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Two outs. That one at triple digits.
Okay.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Pirates leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Paul Skeens will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
Pirates
Pittsburgh.
with a new arm on the mound,
Number
David
51.
Bednar.
Well, I got to think he
David
probably has a little
Bednar.
extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Win off of first with 2 away. This one in the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at Busch
Leading
Stadium,
off for
we go to the
Pittsburgh.
top of the 7th.
Second
Now
baseman,
it's going to be
Liover
Liover Peguero. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt. Lifted in the air, right field. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Henry Davis.
Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Fly ball down the line. Walker gets under it. 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
2 down, bases empty. O'Neal Cruz digs in now. 2-2. That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. B-Ray coming to the plate now. In the dirt, but kept close. Two outs. Just missed. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Nootbaar makes the grab, and that is that. One hit, one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And a 1-1. Missed inside with the curve.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next offering is downstairs. In the air, center field. Cruz under it. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Contreras now.
Contreras.
Next offering is down low. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. This one in the air, right field. McCutchen has it sized up. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Alec
Burleson. Next up for the Cardinals. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw, and he can't come up with it.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
2 outs, runner at first. Stepping in, Yohel Pozo. In the dirt. Burleson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Cards leave 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andre Palante.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Leading off, Andrew McCutchen.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
That misses. 2-1. And downstairs.
3-1.
And that one pulled foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Hayes.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
No, that's a ball.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander
Canario getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that one hammered back there. Forget it. A 3-run homer, his second of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andre Palante done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Jojo Romero.
And
Number
with the big
59,
deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Matt Gorski, the next Pirate to hit. Base knock, center field.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Jared Triolo.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jared Triolo. Swing and a base hit. And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Now batting, second baseman, Liover Peguero.
Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So digging in, Henry Davis. Two on, one out. And strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Back foot slider struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So first and second with two outs. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That one fouled off, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3-run shot for the Bucks in the inning. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not in the Hall
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to third. Throw sails over his head at first. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. 2-1 now. And that's in for a strike.
2-2.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Man at second. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one not close. And it's 3-2. That one ripped. Makes a nice running catch. That's out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Now one missed.
2-1.
Walker on at second with 2 down. Center field. Cruz moving under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 8 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Brian Reynolds. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Up next for the Pirates, Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Nobody out, runner at first. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch to McCutcheon. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
No outs, runners at first and second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming around third is Reynolds. He's safe. It's 9-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the left fielder, Alexander Canario. Ball to strike. The pitch. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. First and second here, no outs. Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
At the plate, Matt Gorski. And a count 1-2. On the ground, right side. Goes to second for one. To first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
So it's always a tough double play to try to turn right.
Now pitching
Kyle Leahy on the pitch here.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Late swing fouled off. Two on, one out. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And that one wrapped foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Bucks 10 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Here's a 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That one lined into left field, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third
Here's
baseman,
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Just missed. Hit in the air, center field. Cruz should have this one. He's got it. One down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
So man aboard, Wilson Contreras. Next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
As he was out front that time. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Donovan, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Alec Burleson. Next up for the Cardinals.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Pitch misses there. Now 3-1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Runners are at the corners, one away. That's to third. Good feed. That's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.